Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells and welcome back for another video. This is video number 147 and we are going to be talking about a bolo. Be on the lookout for vintage Ralph Lauren bear sweaters. And just a quick word to thank our sponsor, the Basic eSales Bookkeeping Spreadsheet, bookkeeping designed for eBay sellers by an eBay seller. Check the link below and use discount code SAWYouTube30 for 25% off. All right, now just to clarify what a bolo is. Um, it is a used or vintage item that can be purchased for a very low price and sold for a very high price. And this is loosely circulated within the eBay community. People talk about bolos, and it's not a retail item that anybody can go out and buy a whole bunch of and sell. Um, it's something that is high profit, but you don't come across it every day. Also, bolos are easy recognizable. They stand out among the endless sea of thrift store items. So when you come across one, you know you found it. Also, other sellers are actually finding the item. They're sold items on the completed listings. So a bolo is not some kind of rare German tool that maybe only one person has found and there's only one in eBay completed listings. No, there's usually several in the completeds, and it's something that's actually out there that you have a chance to find. So let's talk about the Ralph Lauren bear sweater. Um, Now, there are vintage ones and there are newer ones. This is from the GQ and an article back in 2013 where they basically recreated the polo bear sweater. These will still sell for good money, but not as much as the vintage ones. So they're explaining in this article that Lauren thought the bear was so cool, he made them available to customers. He got the idea to put it on sweaters, and in 1991, the Polo Bear sweater debuted in the line. So those are the ones that are expensive, really expensive. And this is the Bring It Back edition that was released in 2013. So there's a difference. So let's go over to eBay and see what we're talking about here. You can see these are the active listings. There's 194 results, so that tells us people are actually finding these. And they'll come with the bear with a flag on the sweater or different versions of the bear. But these are easily recognizable. So when you see this bear on a sweater, look it up. If you've got one of the vintage ones, then you're going to make a lot of money. So people ask me, how do you find these? Do you have to look through all the clothing at thrift stores? Well, yes, you do, because it's not going to jump off the shelf at you or off the rack at you. You've got to look for it. And this is like treasure hunting. This is like digging for gold. You have to spend the time looking for it to be able to find it. And let's go to completed listings. And I'm not filtering out new versus used because you may find one new with the tag, but there are 209 results sold listings for the vintage Ralph Lauren bear sweaters. So you can see this top one here sold for $660. The next one, same thing, $660. And you may think these are ugly and not want to sell them, but if you're going to make $600 selling a sweater that you might get for less than five, then who cares what it looks like? So here's some pictures. It's some of them are cotton and some of them are wool. So this person did a great job with their pictures and actually says like 92 on it. So this is definitely a vintage one. And I'm not seeing a photo of the garment tag. So let's go back and see if we can find one that has that on it. These are posted in my Facebook group pretty regularly. I won't say every week, but it's not uncommon to see one that has sold for several $100s. So this is what the garment tag looks like, and this one's 100% wool, and it sold for $560. So these are definitely a bolo, and you want to keep your eye out for this Ralph Lauren bear on the front of sweaters. I'm not sure if they're just men's or if they're men's and women's, but as you know, in thrift stores, anything can be put anywhere. People pick stuff up and just shove it anywhere they want if they decide they don't want to buy it, or the employees may not know if it's men's or women's and they may stick it in whatever section. So that's why you want to look through everything. If you can work that into your schedule to do some treasure hunting, because these are out there and you can make a lot of money selling them. And also make sure that you include international shipping because these will go worldwide. And don't let your fear of shipping internationally keep you from making money. The person who's ready to spend $500 on this sweater may just live in a different country. So I'll put a link to my international shipping course below this video if you're not doing that yet. It's definitely something you want to explore, especially for these high priced items, because you can find these in thrift stores at Goodwill, wherever, for under $10, under $5 sometimes. And I see this happen on a regular basis. So put that on your list, the Ralph Lauren Polo Bear sweater, and happy hunting. Have a great day on eBay. Bye.